Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I think this will be number 3. So far I'm ahead of the game. Barely squeezed out my second vlog for last week. It's only Tuesday. I'm gonna vlog again, so maybe I'll even squeeze out 2 this week, who knows. Gonna do some fishing today. It is definitely snow runoff right now, which really sucks, and the water's moving fast, so I was gonna go try out an area and got there and the parking lot is completely full for a Tuesday afternoon, but everyone from the cities and the valleys are flooding into the rural areas right now, escaping the lockdown that they're under to hit the trails up here. So can't necessarily blame them. But anyways, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna go have fun. This is a spot that I've not actually fished yet, and so it's gonna be a little bit more exploratory. If you know anything about fishing, you don't ever give up your fishing spot, so I won't ever tell you where this place is at, but I hope it's good. And if you want to find good fishing spots, you just got to put in the work. Sometimes you're forced to put in the work when all of your favorite spots are completely full. So that's what happened to me today. Can't go where I normally go. Pushed me to having to explore new areas, and that I cannot complain about. I'm really starting to hear the water flowing now, which means I'm getting close. Also means it's running really fast. So this is kind of weird. I haven't been back in this area in a long time. Very long time. The drought has killed off so many of the trees here, and so I can't even remember what this place used to look like because it's really dead. It's kind of eerie, actually. I've gotten a little bit further back here now, away from the campers that I found up at the trailhead, and it's just kind of an eerie feeling. That's kind of cool, though. Those are old Indian grind holes right here. It's weird to think about humans like hundreds of years ago living here, using primitive tools to carve out in the granite so they could grind down their acorns and different things like that to make their meal. Actually, it's kind of cool, like when you stumble upon that kind of stuff out in the forest. Man, there were people here long time before settlers even landed on the East Coast. I mean, I'm in California, so like even hundreds of years before that, there's these Native Americans here. And just really cool to think about how they survived and actually what they were able to do with very little. Anyways, I always find it fascinating, but still I find it eerie sometimes. Oh, I don't know what that is. Definitely seawater right now, and it is definitely flowing good. Okay, I found a nice little run here. I think I'm gonna try it out. Water's moving a little bit too fast, faster than I typically like it, but sometimes you just don't know until you fish it. This spot right here, I'm gonna try it out. I actually see a hatch. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. The only downside is the sun is to my back, which means I'm casting shadow over the water, which is a big no-no. But I haven't found a good spot to cross, and it's actually pretty overgrown on that side, so we're just gonna see what we can do here. Got one little hit, one little strike right there. Little guy, probably 6-7 incher. Gonna move. Nothing else really seemed to hit. Got my fly stuck, so had to go fetch it, and I think I just really spooked anything that was in that hole because I had to go reach over the water, my shadow, and all that. It's like, yeah. Anyways, it's really overgrown here. Makes casting really hard. I want to try this spot though. Looks a little promising. All right, I got a little guy here, little brown. That's what I thought. He's actually smaller than I thought by a lot, but still a nice little fish. It's a nice take. All right. Thanks for making it worth it. See you later, buddy. That was a fun little brown to catch. Gosh, I just love it. Don't care how big or small they are. It's just so fun to fish. And definitely liking this water so far. I've really only hit 2 spots, but there's a lot of water that I'm already looking at that's definitely fishable. And I would not have found it had I not been run out of my normal spots. And so as frustrating as it can be to have your normal spots kind of trashed and just taken over by what we call city folk, no offense, it pushes you. You have to go find and discover new areas, and I don't think that's bad. I think that's actually a really good thing, really fun thing, and there was a bit of a payoff for me, a little brown trout, and definitely starting to mature. Wasn't quite there yet, but yeah, definitely gonna make some notes about this section of the river and probably hit it up quite often this summer. I think it's gonna be actually really good once the water drops a little bit, and we are a little higher in elevation. I think, let me check my fancy watch here. We're at about 4,200 feet right now, elevation. So in the summertime, it's gonna be about 10 degrees cooler than down below on the river. So that's gonna be a good thing. I think this is gonna be a pretty good spot for me to keep sticking with. The only downfall is just hiking in for about, is a little bit more closer to 0.8 miles. Still not horrible, but you know, sometimes I just like pulling up to be able to get in the water. You definitely have to work for it a little bit more, but I think all good things you have to work for, something like that. Anything good, you're gonna have to work hard for. All right, this spot right behind me looks pretty decent. Not sure if it has anything, but right at the tail of this pool, a bunch of foam. You know, we say foam is home. I got him on a little dropper rig. He wasn't taking anything else. Let's see if I can do this. Get him in here gently. Yeah, there we go. See you later, buddy. This has been good, and I think it's definitely goes deeper than just wanting to explore, having to find new places. I think there's probably a pretty good life lesson in that. I usually like to find, you know, the life lessons and things, and I think, you know, being inconvenienced is not always a bad thing. It probably never really is a bad thing, because it really just exposes our kind of our privilege and how spoiled we are, and I mean that like in the good sense. Like we're so blessed to be able to live where we live and have the freedoms that we have, but I think that also sometimes keeps us in just the normal box, you know what I mean? Like eating at the same restaurant or fishing at the same exact spots and whatever it might be. And sometimes the inconvenience should force us to reevaluate and to really think about new areas in our own lives that we can explore. I think that's something that we've also learned during this whole COVID-19 thing. And again, I don't want to get all political or anything like that, and so I'm not making the position one way or the other, but you can't deny the effect that it had on our culture. And it was a major inconvenience, and I think for a lot of us, and I've mentioned this already before, but it's put us in a totally different headspace. And yeah, I'm definitely being stretched. This is, I didn't think I'd be this stretched with this whole thing, but it's kind of affected everything. And so the spots that I like to go to are now completely crowded because people are fleeing from the cities and then encroaching on my areas, which is pushing me even further out. And I guess I could really look at that and be really pissed off, and I could have easily turned around, went home when I saw that. But I decided to check out something new, and I pulled out my trusty topo map and kind of looked at some areas that I could hike into that were relatively close. And yeah, I mean, this isn't like the most ideal conditions with all the fallen trees and things like that, but at the end of the day, like, I caught fish, I saw some new places, and it's really pretty and quiet up here right now, down where I'm at, even though it's a little eerie. But anyways, I'm gonna try to maybe fish one more time if there's a good spot, and I need to hightail it out of here because it is getting dark. All right, it's getting dark, so I better just head back to my car. I'm actually pretty far away from where I jumped off the trail. So I'm actually gonna just bushwhack it. So luckily I have a good topo map, and I'll just head straight for it. And I'm already sweating, and I'm on the low end part. I still have to go uphill probably a couple hundred feet, which doesn't sound like a lot, but seasonal allergies, inhaler, all that funny stuff. I better pull it out, take a huff. Fun day, fun afternoon. Definitely got out here a little bit late. I want to come out here early in the morning one of these days and really just explore. So I'll catch you next time, or either back at the truck if I find anything else that I need to say, which is not uncommon. Always have something to say. So, all right, off we go. All right, yeah, maybe trying to bushwhack my way back to the car wasn't such a good idea. I'm not technically lost, because I have a map. I know how to get to the car. The sun is definitely set behind me, and all I have is one small trail that kind of ends in a wall of trees. And I've been running into that this whole time. It should have taken me way less to find my car, but I get up a mountain, wall of trees and brush, so I'd have to go sideways. I go up a little bit more, wall of trees and brush. I'm actually close. I recognize the terrain right now, but I cannot find the trail I came in on, and that's what makes this fun. So let me get at it again. I gotta catch my breath. Whew, that was a nice little hill I ran up. I'm out of shape. I think I found the trail I'm supposed to be on. I hope. Seems legit, and definitely a lot smoother than what I just went through. If not, I don't know where it's taking me, but oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe so. Not the car. I thought the trail was just gonna go in a circle. Not going in a circle, just getting overgrown again. All right, I see the trusty steed. She's just a-waiting for me right there. She's a beauty. And I think I'm gonna call that a day. Whew. It was a good afternoon, and well worth the discovery. I will definitely be back here. Can't wait, but I I actually think I'm a little bit late for a Zoom call because I just got a message once I got into service saying, hey, here's the Zoom link, as if I think I missed it. So maybe I'll Zoom and drive. Should be fine, right? Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Peace out.